Contains spoilers for Batman. White Knight presents. Red Hood number 1. DC's new Robin, Gan, can finally help Red Hood atone for his original, villainous sidekick. Batman has had many sidekicks throughout his history, but eventually each has moved on to become their own hero, or, in the case of Red Hood, villain. While Jason Todd has since made peace with the Bat family, his original return was as a brutally lethal vigilante. In this role as a killer, Red Hood recruited Sasha, aka Scarlet, who watched her father killed by Professor Pig, and then was nearly turned into one of his Dolatrons herself. Red Hood is a character who has struggled a lot with morality and with redemption. After Jason Todd was killed and resurrected, he murdered hundreds of criminals in his own war on crime, which functioned as a dark reflection of Batman's methods. But the dark similarities didn't end there. Red Hood took on Scarlet, offering her an avenue for her own vengeance. Ultimately, Scarlet escaped Gotham and recovered from Professor Pig's experiments, but at her lowest moment, Jason used a troubled young woman to aid him in acts of mass murder. White Knight presents Red Hood number 1 by Sean Murphy, Clay McCormack, Simone Di Meo, and Dave Stewart introduces fans to a new hero wanting to take up the mantle of Robin by the name of Gan. She eventually comes into contact with Jason, and at her insistence, he agrees to train her. Gan's motivation seems to be simply wanting to help out in her neighborhood, an area she claims Batman rarely visits. Jason's motivation in helping her wanting to get back at Batman and train someone in a way he feels addresses Bruce Wayne's mistakes may not be the noblest of all, but it's a step in a better direction than his training of Scarlet. While White Knight stories take place in their own reality referred to by fans as the Murphiverse, this is still a second chance for Jason to train a sidekick ethically and turn them into a hero. Especially due to the interconnected nature of the multiverse, a Robin trained by Jason Todd is likely to affect how fans see his legacy, especially since he originally did such a poor job looking out for Scarlet's mental and physical well-being. If Jason can train his new Robin to be a true hero, he'll have proved that under the right circumstances, Red Hood is a worthy mentor. Scarlet's story ended with her leaving Gotham by way of a stolen car, the mask once fused to her face by the despicable Professor Pig, finally loosening and falling off on its own. Her fate was unclear, and fans don't know what Sasha did next, or how she managed to deal with the trauma she went through and the lives she took. Gan is an extremely new character, and while readers don't know much about her, they can only be hopeful that her time with Red Hood won't repeat his mishandling of Scarlet's sidekick status. Batman? White Knight presents. Red Hood number 1 is available now from DC Comics.